And slowly. Good evening, Adam.
Hi, how are you? Good to
Very,
be
very
here.
good. Very good. It is great to see such a brave choice of a pink shirt.
And I thought of that when I put it on today. I thought, you know what? I'm feeling brave. I better wear a pink shirt today. So
But pink shirts look really good on men, yes?
I guess depends on what man. Not all men, I guess. Not everything looks good on
S-
everybody.
Slippery. Slippery theme. How do you feel, Adam?
I feel great.
And how has been your week? How has it started?
The week's been good. Busy as per usual. Again, always things pop up and things people give me things that I'm not expecting, and I get lots of questions from people on the show and lots of other things. And then new domains come out, and I'm deciding what I should do about those things and whether I'm interested or not. And
New domains?
well, just like I popped you up a message midweek that there were .forums were released. So we were looking. I was looking at a few of those to purchase and acquire, and I don't know. Right now, the price is $2,500, I think, for a premium and up, and $1,250 for just a generic anything like Adam Dicker, whatever. It's like $1,250, so they're still quite high.
So 2500 for a premium. And what would they classify as a premium .forum domain?
Something like crypto or .forum or hosting.forum or actually domains.forum was one of the few that was reserved. So domain forum. So you
Okay.
couldn't get that anyway. But there's a lot of other ones available because the price is at least $1,250 per domain, US. That's pretty
Well,
steep.
that is a lot. And
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on forums as they are?
So I think I've mentioned before, my thoughts on forums are that they're disappearing. I think that most people are now starting large user groups on Facebook or other social media platforms where they don't have to go and advertise or wait for people to recommend their forum or their blog or whatever it is. People can actually just search for the topic and find you and then join. So it's a much more open field and much less advertising. If you spend $500 there to advertise, you're going to get a ton of good people coming in from the world and not just from people who've heard of your site. So for me, forums are good. They're unique, but for me, it's all about getting it on social media these days.
Absolutely. It seems that social media, those huge social medias, they are killing forums.
Um,
Absolutely.
it's my opinion, doesn't make it
They've taken
right, but
over.
yeah, I think that they've just got a much wider audience.
And actually, have you seen Twitter communities yet? Twitter has announced to their investors that they'll be launching communities, not
No,
groups. They'll be
n-
calling them communities.
no, I haven't seen that, but I did get another invite yesterday from a young lady named Jennifer Mitchell, who's a real estate agent who was bugging me to join, not bugging me, asking me to join Clubhouse.
Okay,
And she sent me an invitation. She said a lot of people are now even buying iPads and iPhones just to be able to get into Clubhouse. So she sent me an invite. We do have an iPad or two in the house, so I guess I'm going to have to sign up and see what it's all about.
I still haven't joined that
Uh,
side neither.
I have not yet. I mean, I have so much stuff to do in the day. Except she messaged me yesterday that Rick Schwartz was in a room with Frank Schilling and somebody else, and I need to get on this thing. So who knows? We'll see.
So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. So, while Rick Schwartz and Frank Schilling are at the clubhouse somewhere where nobody knows them, here you are at YouTube, at Facebook, at Twitch, and Twitter, and Periscope. And with you, there is Adam Dicker, one of the best and well known names in the domain name industry, professional domain name investor, broker who has 30,000 plus domain names in his portfolio, a man who has seen it all. And today we'll be talking about lead generation tools, blockchain domains, and then, of course, there'll be your answers, your questions and answers. And then we have a small portfolio of 4 domains submitted from Name Pros from a guy named Riz. Okay, and of course, Bill,
Hey, Bill.
go away,
Good to see you.
and Joybo. Good
Yeah.
evening. Good evening. And my apologies if somebody is sending me questions over Facebook. I do see them. I just haven't answered on them. Thank you. So, lead generation. What do you see? How would you say what is lead generation? As
So lead generation is working with a business back from Richmond Hill.
Richmond, UK.
Hey, Joe. Lead generation is working with a business that benefits from leads, and you have the ability to generate leads for that business. Now, it could also be trying to generate leads to sell a domain name on who to talk to or things like that. It could be, there's many different types of lead generation. Maddie. Wow, the regulars.
Awesome.
We're getting a fan club.
So, and how would you start with why lead generation is important?
So lead generation is important for a couple of reasons. One, it allows you to bring in leads for a business that you may or not be an expert in, but you know how to handle and bring in leads through the internet, through internet advertising, or through any other means. Sometimes businesses they want more leads, but they don't know how to get them, and you are the digital marketer who will be able to help bring in leads for other businesses.
Okay, and do you sell leads yourself, or do you keep them all to yourself?
So I don't really
Personally.
sell leads. There's a couple of ways to do it, and one of them I like, one of them I don't like. There's doing lead generation for, let's say, a company. We'll pick HostMaria, for example.
Yes.
I say I'm going to generate leads for HostMaria, and then I just go ahead and I send you a bunch of people that probably may or may not even sign up for anything, and we have no way to check that or tell what's going on. Or I say to you, I will send you leads, but I only want to be paid for the leads that you actually convert, which is much more security for you. It's a better conversion and dollar rate for me, because you're happy, you're going to make money if you get a lead from me. So the kind that say they'll send you leads and it's like $5 or $10 a lead or $2, whatever it is, and they're just going to send you tons of phone calls that are kind of unqualified or useless. I don't believe in that, because then they're just trying to make money by selling leads. I believe in the relationship building with that business, where it's in my best interest to send HostMaria leads that they'll actually convert on, so that we're both growing the business. We're both working on building something. And you know that I'm not just trying to sell you leads because I make $5 or $10 off the lead. So if we sell a website, whatever it is, and it's like $300 or whatever, and we agree that I'll get $40 or $50 per lead for converts, I'm much happier with that than I am taking $3, $4, $5 per lead that I send you, because you're not going to use my service long if you don't get anything out of it.
Okay, so there are two ways. There are two ways how to approach it. Either get leads for somebody else or for your own business. Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I could generate leads for businesses that I have, or I could generate leads by, let's say I had, I don't know, I'll pick again, Miami Plumber, and I wanted to get leads for to sell that domain to plumbers in Miami, and I would find out how many there were, what I could find, and then how I would get their emails and contacts. And then if I want to go a step further, I can set up a landing page, talk to them and say, look, if I can also send you leads to the site, if you don't want to buy the site, what about if I set it up and send you leads and you pay me $30 per lead? And most of those services are going to be very happy to have that. And if, as long as they realize they're only paying for leads that they actually convert, they're much happier. Who's going to say no to somebody that says, look, I'll send you business, but I only want to get money if you make money, rather than I just want to make money and you'll make nothing?
Okay, so let us say you would have, let's state the same, or Miami Plumber.
Yep.
What would you do for them? So how many tools would you do, and if you had to create it as a business, lead generation for that business?
So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go find out how many plumbers are in Miami. Now for that, I'm going to have to share my screen and show you one of the new tools
and
that we have.
I have to say that we did not agree which sample we would take out. So Miami Plumbers are one.
We haven't done anything yet. So no, you're right. Okay, so
Everything
I'm going to
goes
share my
as
screen.
it is. Yes. Ready to roll?
Say application window, share. Okay, so you can still see yourself. Now, I like to use tools by Jack Hopman. I don't make any money off of this, but I'm going to show you a couple tools that are going to help you with your lead generation.
Okay.
So we go into, once you log in, this is called, just so you know, the one I'm using is called Lead Finder Jack Cloud version.
Okay.
I click it after I've signed up. I think it's like $29. I'll go
Adam,
into
could you make it narrower, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Better?
Yes, absolutely.
So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll select country, and I can pick whatever country I want, hit save. I'll hit state. In this case, it's going to be...
Sorry, once again, what's the tool?
It's called Lead Finder Jack Cloud version.
Oh, God. What a horrible name. Sorry.
Well, his name's Jack Hoppin. I can't tell him how to name his products.
Okay, sorry. Lead generator.
No, Lead Finder Jack Cloud.
Lead Finder.
It's called Lead Finder Jack, and he's got a cloud and a desktop version. I strongly recommend the cloud version.
Lead Finder
I think it's
Jack Cloud.
$29 for a month, and you get all kinds of tools and stuff. So now I've picked Florida. Save.
Okay.
I'm going to pick city. All the cities in Florida come up, which is nice. I can do a search if I want to for Miami, and I can filter that down if my box goes away there. I'll pick Miami. It pops it up over there. I'll hit save. And then instead of lawyers, I'm going to look for a plumber. PLU. Filter. Again, this is not something we've practiced, so we're just doing it live. There's plumber. I'll hit save. Now I have United States, Florida, Miami plumbing. I'll hit get companies. I'll say yes, go start the multi-search. And now it's going to look, you can see some of the other ones I've done. Cincinnati lawyer, Ontario lawyer, Douglasville plumbing. These are other examples I've just run for myself. This one's running. It'll take about 5 to 10, less than 5 minutes to do it. There you go. 506 of them is found. So then from there, I can go in and look at the list of plumbers. I can, I'm going to let it finish because it's still adding all the companies.
Yes, absolutely.
But I can go ahead and I can look at it. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm also going to build a site for plumbers. So this is another tool that he's got. It's called Rapify. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. Rapify, R-A-P-I-F-Y.
Okay.
I'm going to hit, and then I go into niches. I hit plumber. I hit view to see the sample site. And there you go. You've got a full site for plumbers and leads and everything all already done for you. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is
Rapifier.com.
Yeah, all you have to do is put it, and you can customize the name, the address, everything, and it's got all kinds of stuff, and it's got over 500 niches. I'll just show you another one just for fun.
Wow.
Pest control. I'll view it, and then I'll show you how to make the site if we actually want to. So this site is done now. Pest control with everything you could possibly want and all the services here with all the pages. And it's got the call us number and a form on every page. But you can see there's content here too. So if I actually wanted to edit that, I'll show you how I would do that. And this is not a sales thing for him, but yes, I do want to use this site. Then it gives me this. This is the actual editor. I go into sections once it loads. And watch how easy this is. So it's loaded. Now, if I want to check the site settings, which is just the phone number and stuff, replace company details. Here I put in my own email. I'm just making one up. Phone number, I'll put in my cell. And then you can change the address to whatever you want. I can put Toronto. Doesn't matter if I spell it right. Ontario. And then I just hit replace, and it automatically replaces the phone numbers and everything on all the pages. So I'm done. Close.
Then you just close.
And then it will reload.
And there is probably a place where you can upload your own logo.
No, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, there's everything. Again, this is just a site that I use for me. You see the phone numbers everywhere now? That's my cell number. It's done. The contact form, because I put my email in, it'll go to me if they want to quote. These are easy sites to sell. So let's go back to Lead Finder Jack. It's finished.
And how would you put it on your URL?
Oh, that's a good question too. So you have lots of ways. You can publish it, and then you can publish it to Rapify hosting. You can publish it to your own FTP, to your own cPanel, wherever you want to put it, you can do it. Or if you want to just download it, you can do that too. So you can download the whole site and then just upload it yourself.
So however you want HTML, CSS site.
Yeah, it's HTML. Yeah, and you'd be surprised. You saw how long it takes to make a site and even change the content information, and it's a fully functional site. So easy peasy.
Wow.
Let's go back to Lead Finder. So we've got those 508 plumbers. I just hit campaign and it lists all of them. So now it tells me all of them. Now, if I just want the only ones with email addresses, so I'll say email yes, so they have to have one. It filters out the ones that don't and gives me all the sites that have emails and phone numbers so I can contact them. And now I have tons of companies that I can either sell the site to if I have miamiplumbers.com, or I can call them and set up lead generation with one of them. And there's lots of other stuff I can look at if they have a website. They don't have a website. These three don't even have a website. So we would contact them and see if they want a website. There's lots of stuff that you can do with these tools. What about, is it a WordPress site? Okay, it's a WordPress site. We can also get a hold of these people and see if we can manage their WordPress site for them. We can do all kinds of different things with the tools that I use. And we can look at companies that have a Facebook link. What is their Facebook link? And you can see some of them will have good Facebook links or none at all. And I can open them up and see. And plus, it gives you their websites. You can go click and open up any one of these websites. You can look if it needs work. Like, well, this is a pretty ugly one. This is just an AdSense type site, but this looks like a site for a company who's done something pretty horrible, and maybe they could use a better site. So there's always stuff you can do and learn, which is pretty cool. And then from here, he's got other tools where you can export them to mailing products and things like that, but I'm not going to go through all that today. If you want just a list of all these, I can go back to any. I will say email any, and then I can just go up here and export the whole thing to a CSV. And then it'll download the whole thing for me, so I can export it all. And then it stores all of your campaigns under campaigns, and you can do whatever you need to do with any of this stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that combined with this, and again, you can pick any site you want. You don't have to pick, I just did this specific one, but he has over 500 different sites that you can choose from to decide which one you want to use. And that will help you with your, again, it's rapify.com. I'm already logged in, so it should just take me. You want to use a roofer, here's a roofer, and it's already done for you. You just change the phone number and sell the site. Pretty easy, huh?
And what's the price for Rapify?
Well, it's cheap. It's I think if I recall correctly, it's like $5 per site to build and export, $5 to $6. And if you want to host it with them, it's different. But you're obviously better off getting your host account with HostMaria or anybody else. But it's pretty quick and pretty easy, as you can see. And like I said, they have pages and pages and pages of niches. If you want alterations, if you want chiropractors, whatever you want. Here's yoga studio. Boom. Done. Pretty. Lead form.
Wow.
Everything. Done.
That's yeah.
Here's the services. I don't have to do anything. Yoga teacher training. I'm certainly not yoga, but it's all here, and it's content that gets indexed. Contact us. It will show a map, by the way, if I change the address to show your city.
Of course.
And you can adjust anything that you want to do here. For me, I'm just happy when I'm just putting up a simple site to sell a domain name. If it looks like this and they go to it, much more professional than just nothing. That's my opinion. Okay, that covers those things as far as that goes. And the only other thing you want to do...
So it means in 10 minutes, you would have created the site, and you would have a list with companies from a niche.
Yeah, and not only that, but you can also take the same site and just keep changing the contents and save them as different sites. If you want to go after and sell 8 plumber sites, you can put in eight plumbers and build the sites all at once, and off you go. And then you have 8 sites. You call a guy up to sell him a website that has a crappy website, and you've got that already, and you can show it to them. You've got some good chances of selling the website. I mean, it takes 5 minutes. Spend 5 minutes, build about 5 of them, call the 5 plumbers, and see what you can do, or whatever business they happen to be. And it's unlimited ways for you guys to sell and build websites.
Absolutely. And you would put up and if you were selling a domain, like let's say miamiplumber.com,
I would build it, I would show it, I would send it out, and I would say, here's how many people are looking for Miami plumbers. I'd get that number from Google, and then I would say, here's what you could be doing hopefully with this site, and you can bring an extra leads to your site. If not, and you don't want to do that, and you don't want to buy the site outright and own it and own all the leads, then I'll sell you the leads, and I'll keep selling them to you until you decide it's worthwhile you actually buy the site. that you've overspent 10 times on paying me leads for what you could have had when you owned the site yourself. The only part we're missing here is Twilio, Twilio.
Yes.
They sell phone numbers. You want to buy a local phone number.
Could you show that site, please?
Yes. So this is Twilio.com. I can try to log in now.
And while Adam is looking it up, and he'll be putting it on the screen, please, after we'll show the Twilio, let us ask Adam one of your samples. So please give your niche, your city, town, country, and then we'll see, can Adam have a look what could be the possible template, what could be, how many leads would be there. Yeah, why not? Why not? But first, Twilio. And of course, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everybody.
Am I still sharing or no?
No. So what was the Jack Cloud?
You guys, it's jackhopman.com. Let me go back and share my screen because now I forget where I was. I'll go over any questions. Don't worry. Share my screen. We'll share the application window. We'll go back. Okay.
Thank you, Adam, for sharing this information. Seriously, this is worth money.
This is only 1% of what I can show you guys over time and over videos. So these are two numbers that I bought. You can buy either a toll-free number or a local number like I've bought here. So in this case, and I just made it a bit larger for you guys, I prefer when you're building a lead generation site, always get a local number. Don't bother with an 888 number because you want it to be local so people feel like they're calling a local plumber, a local dentist, a local anything.
Okay.
And then what you do is you enable call forwarding and you forward the number to whoever you have that relationship with, or you can leave the number at your own and collect all of the leads yourself if it's for your business. Like these are both these numbers are forwarded to my cell phone. So
these are two of your numbers.
Yeah, these are two of my numbers that I use. It's a different account that I use for testing, but these are hooked up, I think, on hb.ca, and they forward to me.
Okay.
And again, it's like $1 a phone number, and it's pretty easy to share. I can show you actually how to get them if you want to see that as well.
Yes, please, of course. Okay, let's go back to Twilio.
We'll go back.
And what are the prices? And what countries do they serve?
$1 a name. So you just hit buy a number.
So
here's the countries they serve.
$1 per number.
Yep, and they serve pretty much every country you could imagine. I don't see Latvia in there, so don't kill me. But there's lots of other numbers you can pick. For the argument's sake, I'm just going to pick like United States. And then all you do is if you want the number to end in host, you can do that too. And search. And then you get numbers that will have, I didn't do it right, but
no results.
No, that's just because I didn't do it right. You have to go to advanced for that. Advanced search. And then you have to have first part of number. You want last part of number to match host. And then we hit search. It's searching. And I must have done something wrong again.
No.
Hold on. Okay. They usually have lots of numbers. I think I had to switch to US for some reason.
Okay.
I think, and then it works, if I recall correctly. Well, let's just first search for some numbers so you can see the actual numbers pop up. So I do a search. And then you get all these different numbers, and then I can pick where I want them, if I want an area code or where I want them. And it tells you where they are. So I could pick like New York if I want a New York number. I can pick anything like that. So if I want a 212, I can probably search for that, or I may have to go to advanced search, and maybe 212 is taken. But yeah, so let's go back to advanced search, and we'll just search for all of them. But yeah, you search for numbers here, and they're $1 a piece.
And that's $1 a piece. Month. That would be monthly payment.
Yep.
$1 a month. And what would be their call costs? Receiving calls, maybe can you make calls? And what are the forwarding
you can
costs?
make calls. You can get text messages, voice messages, or MMS like it says here. There's no issue with that at all. So where are you now? You're in the UK?
Yes.
So it'll have that here.
Let us find UK, and can we see, is there, for example, law? Let's put law.
Sure. Last part of number, law.
Yes.
Capabilities type. We don't care if it's okay. There you go. 529.
529.
Where they all are. and then you just hit buy, and that's it. You're done. You can see it's $1 a month.
Yep.
And that's it. And now you have a number for your local business, and you can control it. So, again, I'll stop sharing at the moment.
Okay.
If I send leads to you and you decide you don't want my leads anymore, I can just switch where the number forwards to somebody else, and off we go.
Adam, so you have two Twilio numbers.
I have two. I have one toll free and one Toronto number. The 647 is a Toronto number. It's for local sites. And for if I want to sell domains, I give them an 800 number, an 888 number, whatever it is.
Would it be possible to see your invoices, Twilio invoices?
I guess I don't know what they are, but sure.
It would be as you do use these numbers. As
I use them, but
in most of the services there are so many hidden fees. You have to pay for this, for that.
Yeah, I'm going to it now.
And that would be interesting if you could check those invoices first, of course, and
sure.
maybe
there's nothing here.
Well, maybe they contain, your home address and stuff like that.
Nah, I don't care. I'm making sure it's well hidden. Let me go back to the window. Let's see what we got here.
So,
fine.
I will put it up when you're ready.
No, you can go ahead. That's a mailbox address I use. It's fine.
Okay. Let us see the actual invoices.
I mean, you can see I put in $20 or something maybe a month ago, and there's still $14.94, and I've only spent $2, which is the two numbers for the first month. So now let's see and that's the first one there.
Okay.
If you want to look at the PDF, we can do that too.
Okay.
Let me open it.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I'm going to have to switch screens to it once it opens.
And if we could see some analytics as well, how many?
Oh, I don't think there's been much. I haven't really started pushing it yet. Yeah, I don't see how to get it. I can download it, but if I open it, it's just blank anyway. So there's nothing really here.
Okay, but you can go in the other months. No?
No, there are no other months. This is a new account I just opened for HB.
Okay.
So I have another one, but yeah, this one just shows me there's nothing here. Nothing. Blank. So that one doesn't help.
Very good. So what are the prices? What are the prices on redirects?
Nothing. It's free.
So free redirect to So and if
you can call forwarding is free.
So call forwarding to, let us say a guy is in Portugal, Europe.
Well, if
he buys American number, and then call forwarding to his Portuguese number, mobile number.
I don't know about that. I've never tried that. I've only used U.S. and Canadian numbers and forwarded them to U.S. or Canadian numbers. So I don't know if there's going to be anything. If it's a local number, I think it's fine. I think that if somebody, it's like anything. If somebody calls your cell phone and they're from a different country, then they're going to be charged the long distance, not you.
Okay. So let us have a look on another one. So out of two, so we have two choices. So once again, what was the Jack?
Okay, so the tool is called Lead Finder Jack Cloud. You can go to jackhopman.com. That's where it is. But I'll find the. Let me get you a link for this tool.
And somebody just sell him leads.com. Make the guy happy.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it's called leadfinderjack.com.
Okay, and you
leadfinderjack.com.
And you would go for cloud version.
Yeah, the desktop version is slow and archaic, and you saw how fast the cloud version was. It was almost instant.
So we did offer you to submit your niche and choice of country or city, and then Adam would look up the possible leads for you. And we have two pretenders. One is Joe. We know that Joe is from the UK, and rowing boats. And then gambling.
Okay, rowing boats.
So let's go for rowing boats.
So here's the problem: is that those are rowing. A rowboat is a product. It's not a service. We're looking for types of services that you like. Lead gen. You're talking more about selling rowboats for somebody, and I wouldn't know how to. You'd have to find those with other tools. These are more for services for people that have things like web designers, locksmiths, plumbers, acupuncture. Somebody who performs a service rather than an actual product. So it'd be a landscaper, a gardener, there's tons of them. Let me just take a look at what there was, because there's
rowing boat hire. Adam is a bit frozen, so there are some interruptions. That's fine. That's fine. Let us wait for Adam to return. And good evening, everybody. And of course, we'll see. Adam will be back, and Adam is back. Yes, yes, Adam. There was
So
a slight interruption.
what I was saying was it's more for services where you're actually talking like furnace repair, HVAC, heating, cooling. I can share some of the niches with you so you can see what they
Here
are.
you go. Legal
Yeah,
services.
legal
Okay.
services for sure. Now again,
Okay. Let's look them up, and
okay,
let us say um, let us say Manchester. Why not? Or Liverpool. Make it Liverpool. Beatles.
let me go to the tool and then you can talk me through what you want. So when I
Yes.
go to
Legal services Liverpool.
so you want okay, so you want the United Kingdom,
Yes.
save, state, it says England. It's not much of a choice here.
Okay.
Save, city.
Well,
Just thinking.
Liverpool's definitely knocking in.
Okay, then give me another city in England, or is it?
Let us go for London then. What about yeah?
No, yeah, I don't see. Well, let me see. There's lots of stuff in here.
Is there in England? Is it? No.
Liverpool. There you go.
Liverpool. Okay.
Okay, save.
So
And
those who
now,
do not
what
know
niche do we
England is
want? We
just
want legal.
okay. Yes, legal.
So let's go to legal. Lawyer, no
Uh-huh.
plumbers, and save, and get companies, and start. And it will tell us in a second how many it found in Liverpool. And this also works, by the way, great in small cities when there's only like 5 restaurants or 5 things. I mean, who you're trying to get, you know how to get a locksmith or whatever you want to do, and you can get, there's tons of them. While this is going, I'll let it go, and then I'll go back and show you
Of
how
course.
many niches there are.
Yes. And then meanwhile, we can look up for the site.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you want to go to
Okay.
the site? You're lucky I saved all the windows open. Niche. So now we want a lawyer.
Okay, so we are going back to Rapify.com.
Now you've got accident lawyer, criminal lawyer, divorce lawyer, real estate lawyer,
Divorce
or
lawyer.
immigration lawyer.
Beautiful. Oh, horrible, but beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. And there you go. Site's done. Family law chat. They do other things too. Here's the services, divorce services. And again, look, they look very happy here. Typical couple with a wall. This is after 5 years of marriage, probably, or 3. And then you do whatever you want. There's family law. And they all have services, and you can obviously change the pictures and do whatever you want. The About Us page, but you saw how fast it is, and it's just as easy to change the phone number. Here she's saying, no, I'm not really that interested. I want more of his stuff, and so on. And he's saying, no, I'm not giving you anything. They're just fighting like normal. Now, if we go back to this, well, it's still loading. I can refresh it. There, 189. And now it's just going to load them all. It'll take a minute or two, and then it'll give us all the lawyers in Liverpool. And you can see you've got a good pool, no pun intended, to work with, 189 of them. And from there, you can do whatever you want and go back and manipulate them, export them, whatever you want.
Wow.
So pretty easy to do. That's the wrong campaign. That's the plumbers again. And you can scroll down through your campaigns here. The other one's not here yet, but it will be as soon as it's finished, and then we'll have that as well. So there you go.
And can we use the Jack tool to find leads for 2-letter, 3-letter domain names as well?
Oh, here's your Liverpool one. It's ready now. No.
Okay. No.
I don't believe you can. So here's ones with emails.
Okay.
Yes. Now you can get a hold of these lawyers and sell them whatever you want. Here's family law. Some of them will tell you what they are, obviously, in the names. There's a Notary Republic. Oh, there's also a site, I believe, for a notary in case you just want to sell notaries. I'm pretty sure there's one for that. But yeah, there you go. There's tons of them. I mean, you can do basically whatever you want. So here's a notary service and so on. All done, fingerprinting, everything. And it's all there, except it's blocked for some reason. There you go.
Okay.
So you get the idea.
Can we look up accountancy? Let us say LA in this case. So we know Bill with his Go LA, beautiful domain name. Let us say accountant.la. Let us say.
Okay.
So somebody definitely owns the domain.
Save.
Or bookkeeping.
Whatever you want. I have both. So if we want LA, it's California, city. And there's tons of them. You can do whatever you want. There's Los Angeles.
Can we choose all of them?
Yeah. you can choose as many as you want. Like I can choose East Los Angeles.
Yes.
Or just Los Angeles. I can choose as many as I want. You see, it just adds them.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Okay, save. I just picked some random ones. What are we looking for? A bookkeeper?
Bookkeeper, accountant, yes.
Okay, so
Thank
accountant.
You.
And now you want bookkeeper too? For greedy bookkeeping services. Done. Save.
This is amazing.
2 niches, 7 cities, get companies, and go.
And
then
well, Cho is saying, hi, amazing tools. App Cho, isn't this amazing?
Please, this is only a small portion of what I can show you. I can show you a lot more than this. If it just depends on how much time and how detailed we want to go. Anyway, it's pulling up the California stuff. It may be a few minutes to tell us how many are. 1,348 bookkeepers and accountants in Los Angeles area.
But, oh God, such a.
So off you go.
So all you've got to do is just get accountant or bookkeeper or bookkeeping.la and go after them.
Well, I mean, I would tend to go after something a little better. But yeah, here's the accountant one. There, all done. Services, tax planning. Tax planning now is great, and it's all done. Look, tax planning, accounting, audits, whatever you need, and it's all done.
VAT.
Yeah, for you guys.
VAT.la.
So I mean, I don't know how it can get
in the UK. Yes.
I don't know how it can get easier. So that's accountant. I don't know if there's a bookkeeper one. There is. There you go.
Okay.
Bookkeeping. And you can change the colors, the themes, whatever you want. Easy. And the form goes to the email that you put in when you change the phone number and everything else. 2 seconds, then FTP it and you're done. Okay, let's go back to our thing here. It's still adding them. Let me refresh, and then we can go through and see. It's got 50% of them done. You can see it's fast. I mean, I'm not waiting for this. And it says I've used 9,300 credits, and I've got, I think, 60,000 or something altogether. But
so you get 60,000 credits, and
I think it's 100,000 to be honest with you. I don't know, but you get a lot of credits. Like you're not gonna. I've never used up all my credits, and I can get more if I need them.
So that's 100,000 credits for months. Yes.
Yeah, they refresh every month, and I think they may even come back and collide. Now you wanted to ask about plans for Rapify.
Okay.
Active plan. I get 20 times something. Let me just see where I can upgrade. They also have video stuff and all kinds of other stuff so you can do with white label stuff, which we could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what other plans they have, but again, it just sends you to the page and but I know it's $29 to start, and that's about it. Let's go back here, see if we're done. And you can always, okay, done. So now we can go look at this one. Look at the campaign. These are 7 cities in California and 2 niches, and here they all are with all the tools you need. And if you want email, yes. If you want,
let us say Facebook page, yes.
Facebook page, yes.
At least it will show that they are active.
There you go. So, and it'll give you all the information. If you want to know if they have, we'll get rid of this for now. Well, I don't mean to say no. Well, then you can go after them if they want to sell them a Facebook page if the answer is no too. Then you've got other cool things in here, like do they have a claimed listing or is their listing in Google unclaimed? So 2 of them here have unclaimed listings in Google, so you could sell them to Google My Places to claim their listing for $80 or whatever you want. So there's lots of things that you can do. The stuff that I'm showing you is pretty much unlimited. Facebook, and again, are they running AdWords accounts? This tells you if they're paying for ads right now. And then you can go look up and see how much they're paying for ads using another tool that I wasn't planning on showing you, but I will just because we're here. Let's go to Loan Center, and I want to find out how much they're paying for ads. I'm going to switch to a different thing. I'm going to go to a tool called SpyFu.
Absolutely brilliant, yes.
And then I'm going to put in their URL. Again, this is not part of the program, but we're improvising as we go. Going to tell me how much Loan Center spends on ads and what keywords that they buy and everything else.
And so what is your plan on Spy for $30 a month, something?
Actually, I don't even. This is just not logged in because you're allowed to do 2 sites without logging in. It tells you that 99% of their traffic is organic. They're paying for 158 keywords. They're getting 83 clicks a month, and they're only paying $155 a month. But that's a lot of money if you're selling them a $300-400 site where they can save that money. And if you want to see who their competition is, you want to go in and say, look, I was talking to 1-800-CAR Title Loan. They're interested in the domain name. I see you're also an advertiser, and I'd be interested in selling it to you. These are their paid advertisers, so they know these competitors. Probably not if they're spending that much. And it tells you where the keywords are. It shows you their top keywords or title loans. This is the top keyword that they're paying for, secured loan. $7.02. You can fix your keywords. You can do anything you want. And here's the pages for them and their actual ads. Title loan, best car loan, and that's them loan center. And you can see a lot more by going through all this stuff. You want to see the paid keywords, you click on that and it'll show you all the keywords that they're paying for. Introducing a new tool. We don't care. We just want to see this. Those are the keywords that they're paying for. Because we haven't signed in yet, those are the ones we get to show for free. The rest we'd get if we logged in. And you can go to them and say, look, you're paying for secured loan definition for $7.02. What does definition have to do with it? Title Max loans makes more sense. Georgia Auto Pawn, that may make sense. You'll find some of the keywords they're paying for that they shouldn't be paying for because they're wrong and they've got somebody managing their campaign who doesn't know what they're doing.
It just means that they haven't got a clue what they're doing. Yes,
exactly. So
they're just using Google says we suggest you to add these keywords. Okay.
So that was just one. I'm going to pick an 800 one now because maybe with an 800 number they actually will spend money smart. I don't know. I may get locked out. We'll see because I don't know how many I can do free. Looks like I can do 2. Come on, let's go. We'll go to overview. Here it goes. And these guys aren't spending anything, even though it thinks they are. So you can basically go through and look at some of that stuff and take a look. This is all information that gives you ammo when you're trying to sell a site like this, or like this, or like this, or if you're just trying to find people who are already paying for leads, you know who's spending money on AdWords. So we'll try another one just for fun while we're waiting, and then we'll come back. And then we'll get to some of the other topics that we have. Okay, this one. $2,600 a month they're spending. That's a lot of money. They're only ranked organically for 81 keywords, and they're paying for 842. First thing I would say is we can lower this by doing better SEO so that you rank organically for them instead of having to pay for them. And now you can sell them SEO and save them probably at least $1,000 a month if you do proper SEO. They'll still be spending $1,500 a month and still be getting traffic. And you can see who their competitors are. And again, you can click and see what keywords they're actually buying. And you can say, look, these keywords make sense. These ones don't. Small business accounting. Okay. That's the one they're paying.
And the domain name definitely can be better.
Yeah. But $17, $18 a click they're almost paying. That's a lot of money. $18 a click. Imagine if that was all organic traffic. And you have to make sure that powered books, is that actually their topic? Is it bookkeeping? I would guess it is, but who knows? Looks like exactly what you're looking for, bookkeeping and accounting. So
can you open their site? Not that we are really affiliated with them.
Well, we're obviously not, but I don't do powered books. So let's see.
Powered books.
We spent, it's bookkeeping and AR.
Okay.
And this is their site. So then I would run an SEO report on their site with something else. I might as well throw that into this little demo. It's called SEO Audit. Where is it on my little tool list? There it is. So I would go here, I'd pop in the domain name, and I'd get a full audit on their site that I would then email and send to them and show them the improvements that we could do. And you will see how they score for SEO, security, social, and a bunch of other stuff. And then you can see that their security at the moment is not good. It's not completed yet. They've got almost no social presence. And they have no security. So they need to install WordFence or a security plugin and go from there. SEO can obviously be improved because we saw they're overpaying for keywords. They don't do anything on social, and you see a full report with their screenshot and everything that they're doing wrong and what they could fix with X's and everything else. This is called SE Optimer. I'll put it in the window. And you can see, look, it gives you everything, how to fix it and everything else. And it's a complete report that gets emailed. And you can download as a PDF, and it shows the screenshot of their website right here. So it's pretty cool. See? Neat, eh? It tells you how fast it is, if they've got speed problems. I'm going to stop sharing because I think we've done enough.
Wow. So what Adam has just been showing.
That's the link I put in the side chat for you. I told you it's going to be a busy show today.
So even if you haven't got a clue what is what, okay, and then 1 second, I'll share the link. And I'll put it there, and then we have a question as well, and then anybody can look it up here.
And we have so much more to get to.
We're just getting started. So, Adam, there is a question. tuk. Are these leads qualified? Have you tested the quality of the leads?
Well, there's no way to you have to test the quality and qualify them yourself. We know they're accurate. We know they're the right people. We have to figure out, are we selling them a site? Are we selling them a relationship? Are we going to sell them leads that we generate for them? You have to talk to them and see what their level of, I mean, there's so many things you can do. Are you fixing their Facebook site? Are you building them a better website? Are you optimizing their SEO? Let's stick to domains. So for now, I'm trying to sell them the domain name. Miami Plumber, if we had it. I want to let them know that they can be known as the plumber from Miami. It has natural indexing, lots of keywords that they're already paying for, and I can show them proof of what they're paying. It's amazing power when you get on a phone call with somebody like we just looked up on SpyFu, and you say about that book company, what is it, Powered Books. Listen,
Yeah.
I know you're spending $2,500 a month on AdWords. I can save you money and get you more leads. And you know what they're doing. It's incredibly powerful to know exactly what their budget is and come in with knowledge.
And then it would be very easy to say to those the same Power Books. You would say, I have this website on that domain. We have set up a phone system. We can show you the report. We are getting that and that many inquiries, natural inquiries, just from the website traffic.
And what's even better is if you generate a lead for them and then you give it to them and say, look, to show them you're serious, and you give them the first lead. That also works very well to build trust.
Once it converts to a real customer.
Yeah, because they're not calling your brother like they do for references. Oh, Adam's a great guy. I think he's the best. It's just some relative with the last name or some friend of yours. This is a real customer who has potential to buy something from them. So that's always set up the site. That's why I say set up the site. Look at what leads come in and then start to improve the SEO on it. And you're building a small business with each one and then sell it off. The value of that site is how much leads you can drive to it and how much it has and how much you can save the customer who's paying for those leads now.
Wow.
Impressive. I told you that was going to be a big segment. We went to a couple things I wasn't even expecting to go to.
And then even if you are thinking of your own business, you can buy many domains in your you can outsource a person.
Oh yeah, if you outsource a person, you can have people build them for you in bulk, and then just keep calling these people and call whatever it was 100 different plumbers in Miami or whatever it is, and see who's interested. You can also put the domain up for auction if you just want to sell the domain name. List the site, list the link to the auction, and say, look, it's for whichever one realizes they want to be known as the main plumber, the main guy in Miami or whatever city it is.
Publish Google Analytics report.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, awesome, Adam. So is there anything else left for lead generation tools?
There's probably a lot left, but for now, I think we better hold it there because we've gone through about 4 or 5 different cool things in 50 minutes. So off we go. I'm just shutting down all the windows, so when we go to the new stuff, I know what to show.
So, and then let me run a HostMaria ad, and then we'll get to the next part, to the second part. That will be about blockchain domains. And then the third part, it will be, there will be a review from a guy called Riz. He's a user at NamePros. He has submitted a small portfolio of 4 domain names. And then we'll go to your questions and answers. And Adam will answer.
And don't forget, I've already run a list for this group of really good domains expiring on Sunday that I'm going to share. And it's there's one domain in there. It's probably $1 million domain name if somebody gets it. And I'm not joking. So I have a feeling people will be really excited about that part too.
So time to get your coffee. And 1 minute then.
Your smile lights up a room. There's not a single thing that I would change about you, 'cause you're perfect the way that God made you.
Yes, and I would add that at appsumo.com/HostMaria, you can get HostMaria first year SSD cloud hosting for unlimited domain names for only $4 $4. That's a super promo. We use AppSmart to get the first huge user database. So go and use this one. So Adam, the next one, blockchain domains.
Yeah. So it's a new big thing that's popping up everywhere.
And sorry, Adam. And you can ask your questions. We do see your questions, both Adam and me. But all those questions to Adam, we'll put them in the last part. We'll start them from this.
I don't see the questions, just so you know. I don't see any of them.
Oh, thank you for not pushing them. Then you would be concentrated on them only.
I'd be answering them. That's the problem. Okay. So, blockchain domains. So
Yes,
there's a new thing that is coming out. They're called DeFi domains. And what it is they are domains that you can register. And there's only two right now that are out. One is .crypto and one is .zil for Zilliqua, which is a Singapore coin that is out. I think it's only at about 5 cents right now. And those are the only, pardon?
.ZEL, yes.
ZIL, I think. ZIL.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a domain name, but the coin is Zilliqua, and I think its symbol is also ZIL or ZIL. Okay. So they're out now. Here is what the domains actually do is they're trying to sell you a domain name. It's through Unstoppable Domains. That's the name of the company who sells them. They're trying to sell you a domain name for $40, which is supposed to be a lifetime domain, meaning no reg fees. And then on top of that, they want you to claim your domain. So you have to purchase it and then claim it. So it ends up being about $80 per domain. I can show you what I have, and then I'll explain a bit more as we go through. Just going to share my screen again. And then I'll tell you what my recommendations are. So I only have the one. I registered Adam Dicker.
Okay, and while Adam is there, let me post in that link in Unstoppable Domains. There is a Telegram group. Yes, they have 9,000 members there.
Yeah. So I only did adamdicker.crypto so that I could turn my wallets, my addresses, so you don't have to remember characters of 100 or 120 strings. And then you can send them to Adam Dicker, and it'll know if it's Ethereum or what network it's on, and then it'll go by that. And you actually have to enter them all in. So I've reserved it. I haven't claimed it yet. If I claim it, then I can go in and set up all that cool stuff with the
let me
links.
show the screen now. Yes, so we are in Unstoppable Domains. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. And here's the domain that I said that I registered.
Let me remove that one. Okay, so you registered, and what's the name? Sorry,
It's adamdicker.crypto.
Adam
That's
Dicker.
all. You should be able to see it now.
And adamdicker.crypto. Yes.
Right. So
Okay.
now I'm going to go back to my screen because there's not a whole lot to show here. So basically what it is, it's supposed to be like a deregulated internet that's not gives you unlimited access. It's supposed to compete with the registrars because there's only one charge for the domain names. They have a marketplace, which is similar to a marketplace you would find on the domain market. All of the names are ridiculously overpriced, and it's going to be like 99.9% of the domain community is buying into it, but it's useless. So I'm going to say, if you're going to get anything, just get your own name .crypto so you can replace any wallets that you have with a single address. The future of domain names is probably going to be that all of the domain names are eventually going to be working with blockchain. So I wouldn't suggest, pardon?
Why?
Well, it's just the way I think it's going to be. I think that there's going to be part of the domain industry that's going to smarten up and not let these register.
I don't see the need.
Well, if you're not using crypto, and then there is no need. But if you are using crypto and you've got 20 or 30 different wallet addresses that you want to remember and keep track of, like there's one for there's different networks. There's the Ethereum network, there's the Tron network, there's now the Binance network, and then you've got all these financial exchanges like Cupcake, Ice Cream, and Ape. They're all different areas and coins and addresses. So you just store them all in one wallet. You don't have to even think about them. People are doing that on their phones right now. So it gives you an easier address to give somebody if you want to send something. So if I want you to send me Ethereum, I won't have to give you my address. I can just give you the domain name and it'll automatically route to my address without giving you that long character number.
Oh, is that the way how it
That's the
happens?
way it's going to happen. Yeah, it's tied to your domain name.
So you can send whatever crypto you have to a domain name,
Yeah.
and then it will be automatically
Deposited.
deposited into the relevant wallet.
Yeah.
And then you can probably keep dynamic wallet addresses as well.
Yep.
So you can, wow, that's smart.
And I think eventually it's just to me, it's just really a feature of a domain name. So I think eventually a lot of the registrars that are out there now, which are going to get killed on this blockchain domain things with only one registration fee, even though it's $40 or whatever it is. And then you have to claim it on the network, which means you claim it and you add all your wallet addresses to it so that it knows where to go and so that the different networks know how to get to your wallet. Because it's not just Ethereum and Bitcoin networks now. Now you've got Tron with their own network. Like I said, you've got Binance, Finance. You've got a bunch of them with their own wallet. So all it does, it gives you one place to put all your addresses. But if you're not using crypto, you don't need to worry about it. You won't really be missing out right now. But if you're in crypto, you should probably get a blockchain domain. And it comes with, you can build a website on it just like everything else. So that's why it's interesting. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just want to tell you that it's there and it's something that's going to be coming up much more frequently. You'll hear it a lot. And by the way, I will give you a tip. Register blockchain domains whatever your country is now, because there's tons of them available. So get them. It'll be huge, and you'll believe me. I'll get flowers from everybody.
No, everybody just close. I will cut it out.
And I checked. There's tons of them that are there. So enjoy.
Get your country.
Yeah, there was IE, there was
crypto.
Sweden, there was tons of them that were still available. So. But blockchain domains, don't worry about blockchain. You can get blockchain domain if you want, but domains with the plural is the one to get.
So, for example, let us give Ireland.
Well, I can quickly look up some, but anything with the word blockchain on it. Don't get them from the unstoppable domains. Those ones you just get from a regular registrar. Sorry.
Okay, so Eddie is asking. So say again, please. Let us run a quick sample.
Yeah, I'm logging in myself now if I can find my phone.
And whoever is watching, look, amount of information Adam is giving is, if there is no, you cannot even put a dollar sign on it.
Well, you can, but
on okay. Car Salis. Okay, that will be later on. We can review those domains, and yes, and do put your questions in, and we'll start putting up the public questions one by one, in order as they are listed.
So
should we go for half an hour more? Yes. Now
it's up to you.
57. Yeah.
So blockchaindomains.eu, $6.
Blockchain
domains.
Can you show your screen, please?
Mm-hmm. All I'm doing today is sharing my screen with you guys. Again, this is just my specific registrar, but there you go. So there's some of them. .be is available. .at. There's .eu up there at the top. I'm sure there's more. I just picked Europe, so there's DKs available.
Okay.
Spain is available. I'd get Spain. France is available. Finland. You can see I would get some of these. Greece. Here's Ireland. Get them. IT.
And which one have you bought?
Even your LV is available.
LV Latvia, yes. So what have you got for yourself?
Honestly, I haven't got all that many. I picked up a few that I wanted, and I'm negotiating on other ones. So
ones?
That's like the Canadian one and stuff like that, the .ca, and even the .com I put an offer in.
Okay, Unstoppable Domains is the best domain provider company ever.
Okay, why does he say that?
We have to know. We will see. I did start conversations with Unstoppable Domains maybe a month ago, something like that, and we'll get them. We'll get them, and we'll have a chat with them in a live stream. By the way, you can check our YouTube channel, and we have, I think, the best ever interview or conversation on SV, Bitcoin SV, the Bitcoin SV, on HostMaria. Absolutely fantastic. We've got absolutely fantastic interview. So
that's my blockchain tip of the day.
Blockchain tip of the day. Get your blockchain domains.
Because nobody knows about them, not even in domains. They're not paying attention. They're busy trying to register stupid names like Michael Jordan at crypto.com.crypto. I mean, they're registering dumb ones, ridiculous stuff, and they're not paying attention to the CCTLDs and the top level domains.
Okay, Adam, and now if we could go, let us say we are talking to somebody who cannot follow up the speed of your thoughts. Can we go through points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you should do
for crypto, for the domains on the blockchain, or for something else?
Yes, for domains on blockchain. So
probably what you should do is get your own name, like Eddie De La Cruz at .crypto.com from Unstoppable Domains, and then if you have a wallet, you should connect your crypto addresses to it after you claim it. And then the other thing you should do is look for domains, top-level domains like com or your CCTLDs that have blockchain domains available. And you can also look for things like blockchain domain marketplace. You can do blockchain marketplace. You can do all kinds of different things. Blockchain auction, whatever you think you can get that's a really top-level term.
Why?
That fits, because eventually a lot of those domains are going to be going to other auction sites like Sado and stuff like that. You can't buy them yet on Sado or anywhere else, but eventually a lot of these types of domains are going to go there. Blockchain domains are huge right now.
Okay. Today the domain win.crypto sold for $100,000.
That's true. I saw that. I saw the auction. But what I can tell you about it is that it's allowing companies. So here's the other benefit of these things. So a company wants me to send them something, $1 or $10 to get into a program. I don't have to copy down their address. I don't have to copy it and paste it. I can just send it to win.crypto, and it'll automatically, if it's Ethereum, go to their Ethereum address, and there's no work to be done there. So win.crypto, the short ones are definitely beneficial because they're easy to remember. But some of them don't make any sense, like piano service or piano tuners, like locksmith.crypt. Some of the service ones make sense because if you're a moving service like a plumber, you would want it, but not just there's some stuff like furniture and stuff that unless you're selling furniture, it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of ridiculous ones being registered is what I'm trying to say, like with every other domain name.
And this seems to be a move that crypto industry has been, like many cryptos have been looking into Dash, have been trying to replace addresses with emails, actually.
Yes. So this is their way of doing it.
And usernames, and yes.
This is their way of doing it.
Okay, so here's a question. Eddie.blockchain domain?
There is no blockchain domain, so it'd have to be eddie.crypto, but that one would be a fortune. So it would be eddie.crypto or Eddie's wallet at crypto. It could be,
yes. Or
could be anything.
Eddie1 or Eddie1.
Yeah, but you want something.
Yeah.
This is a lifetime thing, so you want something
Simple.
that's going to be remembered and simple. So it could be Eddie D or Eddie whatever, but something that people are going to remember.
Something similar to a good email address.
Yeah, and they have not started selling 2 or 3 letter cryptos yet. That's for a premium auction down the road. But you can also pay for your domains with crypto, and there's with Ethereum and all kinds of stuff. So it's a big industry. Nobody really knows about it yet. Some people do, but not to the level they should. So Google it.
And so go to Unstoppable Domains. Unstoppable Domains. Get your name or your name surname .crypto.
Yeah, there's
and
another.
Then try to claim it.
I'm looking up on my phone. There's another one that Eddie will probably know, or whoever will probably know. It's called Ocean something or other. I just have to look it up. I forget what it is, but it's an auction house already for these types of domains.
Wow.
I'm just looking it up on my phone. But it's Ocean something or other. If somebody has it or knows it, feel free to post it. It's OpenSea.io. OpenSea.io.
Okay.
OpenSea. I'll type it in the window.
Okay. OpenSea.io. You can find lots of art up there. There are crypto artists as well.
Do not get involved in the auctions for these .crypto names. They're a huge waste of money. Huge right now. I don't know why they spend $100,000. Probably a casino that bought Win.crypto, but huge waste of money. Enter at your own risk. Well, that covers the two main topics for today.
Awesome. Adam, so what is the next? So the names.
The names.
Oh, yes. And one name is...
One name is really worth it. So I have the list of names that went last week. We had so many good names that we reviewed last week, and I was paying attention to some of them, and there were some that I really wanted.
So what happened to FinJobs?
I don't know. I think it got delayed a week, or somebody got it, but I think it got delayed a week. I can tell you that I picked up Click Recruiters, which is what I wanted. I also picked up. I hate to say it. I picked up the adult one that was in the list too because it had so much traffic.
Yes.
And then other people picked up. I'm trying to see which other one I picked up, but the only one I really wanted was that Click Recruiter. So I was happy to get that. Oh, Chilled Beverages. I got that too, but I don't know what to do with it yet. These were all reg fee domains.
Okay.
So it's like, wow, how did people miss them?
So if you could, so for those who didn't watch the show last week.
Oh, you missed a great show. It was the best show we ever did besides this one.
So if you could give a quick background story, please. Thank you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, the background was I was showing you a domain tool that I have, and I used it to filter out a list of 110,000 domain names to find what I thought were the top 10 from that list, and we had some really good ones from that list. Now, I've also done it for a list that's going to be dropping this Sunday, and I'm prepared to show you those names and go over them with you for about 5-10 minutes, so we can do that if you want now. Is that a yes?
Both hands up. So let us see. Yes, no, in the comments. Should Adam analyze the next list? Thank you, Adam.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the tool again. So there's the tool. And the list of names that I've got from it, which are quite good, and I'll tell you some of them, and it's surprising. So what I did was I went through the list. I went through and I analyzed. I imported.
Okay. How big is the list?
The list, it normally has like 110,000. I narrowed it down to 67,000 because I narrowed it down by comms.
So we can put it back here.
And then I went to 16,492 word domains, and from that I picked out about 20. So I'm going to share a different screen with you, the one that actually has the domains that I chose, and then you're going to be surprised at some of the stuff that is in that list because I know I was. So let's get back. Let's share the meat. So here's the meat. This is for Sunday. So
for this Sunday at namejet.com.
Yeah, let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see it. Zoom in. Zoom in. No, not at Namejet. At any registrar you want.
At any registrar, okay.
At any registrar.
Oh,
so,
yes.
They're just drops. So Architect Assistant, 131,000 searches. Good job, domain. Assisted Backup. I thought that was a great name. Who doesn't want an assisted backup?
Yep.
Basketball dunk, so. It's more of an object that you throw basketballs as you dunk somebody. Bilingual Physicians, 8,200. Building Course, 8,400. Buyer's Experience, so. Cali Tutors for California Tutors, and then CA Tutors for California Tutors. I actually like Cali Tutors better. It only has 10 searches, but what a brandable for Cali Tutors.
Wow, you can build up a site and just go for...
Yeah. Certifiable Genius, so. I thought City Blueprints is good for an architect. Look at this one, Clay Paintings. I didn't even know they existed. 674,000 searches a month. That's a lot.
That is a beautiful name.
Club Nude. Lots of strip clubs called Club Nude. 1.4 million searches with this name and this club. Community Memorials I thought was good. Contract Converter. Cooking Molds, big. People use it for cookies, for whatever they want. Cooking molds. Crafts Vendor, so. Cremation Plot. Don't know if it's a thing. 77,000. Crypt Maker. Cuddle Therapists. Okay, so.
Okay.
Data Pioneers, really nice. Yeah. Data Pioneers.
That's
and then
a beautiful brand.
Dating site, Dating Catholics, why not? And then look at this one. Who knew it was so popular? Dildo Date, 502,000 a year. I don't know what they're doing on that date. Download defense, 35,000 people, and it could be a virus software affiliate site. Premium ghostwriter. Middlemen domains. Isn't that what domainers do? They're middlemen.
Yep.
The 4letter.com, IKDB. Kids
yes.
debit cards, 17,000. Here's a fun one. Bat soup. Is that too soon? I put 205,000 a day looking for bat soup. Okay, partmerchant.com. If you're selling car parts, you're a part merchant. Could be for anything.
Absolutely.
Car parts, piano
Yes.
parts, whatever. Good traffic. And then if I scroll down, I've hidden the good one, the one that's going to be like $1 million type domain name. And I'm not joking. If you're ready, you hear about mentions all the time on Facebook. You click a button to mention somebody, right? You click this and it says mention that person, mention whatever. ementions.com. Huge traffic. Huge. Look at the numbers. 1.6 billion searches a month. E-mentions dropping on Sunday. There you go.
That is a
That's a big one.
moment of silence.
I mean, I can't go to my Facebook thing and I click a post and it says mention this person or whatever. You're always talking about mentions on the internet. So e-mentions, electronic mentions, extremely valuable domain name. Oh, it's a tool that I developed and made, and I've only been selling a few copies. It's $500 US. Last week after the video, I sold 3 copies, and I'm only going to sell another 3 copies, and that's it. So if anybody wants it, you can email me, adam.dicker@gmail.com. But I'm not too anxious to sell it, so don't worry if you're not interested. It's a really cool tool. But those domains I found in under an hour, and I looked through everything properly.
Okay. Yes, please. So we saw this one.
Okay. That's a really good domain. E-mentions. I mean, you can look at any Facebook profile and you click a picture and it says, do you want to mention this person? Mention everywhere. It's a big one. And these are names you're not going to find because people are going to miss them. It's a Sunday. People don't do a lot of domain browsing on Sunday. They ignore them. And you're going to get some really good names out of that list. There's a couple that I would like for sure.
So which ones you are going after?
Let me pull up the list again.
IKDB. Yes.
No, I don't do the 4-letter ones. Probably I like part merchant.
Partners. Okay.
I also like I don't know if cooking molds is good. Out of the top 5 cooking molds, Club Nude is an easy sell. And then I like the Cali tutors. Nobody's going to go for that. And then
CA tutors and Cali tutors. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, an architect assistant is good. It's a job one, 131,000. So I like that one too. There's about 5 or 6 I think are good. So we'll see. I know they're all going to be gone after Sunday, but I like to check Sunday night to see if anybody left anything. Oh, Data Pioneers is also good. And the other one, where was the one about backup? Because that one is really good.
Yes.
Assisted backup.
Yes. Could you share the screen as well, please? Again.
Which screen? What does he want to see?
Maybe both of them.
The list?
Could you show us once again the list, the way?
Yeah, I can share the list.
The list and then your tool again as well. Both of them, please.
I can only do one at a time.
And then Addy, you have to go back to the last.
So that's the list.
Okay.
And we can post it in the. You can post it if you want to. I mean, it's fine. But that's the list. And here's the e-mentions. I can move it up now since there's no more secrets. So I like that one. I like parts. Bat soup, I think we can get rid of. Kids debit card. It's interesting, but I think we can get rid of that.
That is a big business, Adam.
Kids debit cards?
Kids debit cards is a huge business. Yes.
Okay. Well, somebody else can go for that. Middlemen domains. It was just a joke about domainers. Premium ghostwriter isn't bad. So there's lots of them in here. Dating Catholics. I think that's okay. And we can make these lists available at the end of the show. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm not hiding it. But I read basketball dunk. Not so crazy about that one. But I do like these 2 up here: assisted backup and architect assistant. There's lots of money in doing backups and helping people with backups. So
yes,
take a screenshot if you guys want it. Feel free. Print screen if you don't know how. I'll put them all together for you on one window.
And we'll put it into this. Yes, and I will send me a list, and we'll put it in the comments section of
I
this
will
video.
do that right now so that you can do whatever you want with it. Oh, it doesn't go the whole way. It cuts off. I'll stop sharing. What else did you want to see? The tool again? Let me open up the tool, and I'll go back.
Okay.
They can still ask questions while we show the tool.
Yes, all I see cremation plot, crypto may.
Yeah, so it cuts off. I'll send you the list.
Yes.
So what the list will do is it allows you to check for dictionary terms, geographical domain names like Barker, Bennett, Gates, whatever you want with cities in them, or you can do a previous list of keywords that you have. I actually install this on your computer for you through TeamViewer. And here's the list. Short means anything under 4 characters or less. And if you click something, it moves it over here and shows you the exact match search count. So we can click something, it'll add it to the list, and it says there's 61,800 for NQMY. And then again, you can search for 1 words, 2 words, or 3-word domains on that list. And then you can decide if you want to. I thought inscriptured may be something, but I don't know. It's not a word I would use. And then you can look for if you wanted to start with 2 words and you want to start with, I don't know, hat. You could search for that, and it'll give you anything that contains the word hat in it there. If you wanted to start with hat, you can do that. And it allows me to just narrow down what I'm looking for. Hatcher, tails, hat ages, and so on. Really good, really easy tool. I use it all the time, every day, and it makes things so much simpler. It's time to stop sharing. And all you do is you import a TXT file of what's going to drop that day, and off you go. Very easy. 3 more copies, that's all I'm selling.
So one probably goes to Bill.
Okay. Not surprising. Anyway, so we're done with the list. We're done with the crypto, the blockchain stuff, and we're done with lead gen. Next is a portfolio, I guess.
Where is it searching from?
So it searches from any list. So I go to namejet.com and I download their daily drop lists. And all I do is I point to the drop list, and it loads it, and then it just searches from whatever names are dropping that day. And then I filter it out because I only want to see .coms. You can filter it out by any type of domain you want. I can show you if you need to see it, or we can skip to the next part.
Okay, awesome. And all about that tool, please go to the previous show and watch it and put it on the big screen. You'll go enjoy it.
It's a really good video. The last one we did was on the tool, and it was how to find 5 or 10 good names out of 100,000. So that's the tool I use to do it.
Fantastic. Thank you. And now we have a domain portfolio submitted by the name by a guy named Riz. His main domain is rooted.com, I understand, and his domains are these: xshow.com, digitale.
I already got it. Sorry, I already got an email from Bill. That was fast. Okay, so let's look at these domain names. So xshow, digital IT, I guess that would be, soon.org, and Prowler. Yeah, I think it's digital IT, which is good. xshow.
xshow is good.
Yeah, I don't know what you could use it for adult show, but you could use it for lots of different things. Digital IT, everything in IT is going digital. That one's not bad. Soon.org could be a calendar type application, which I kind of like. It could be lots of different things. Prowler I kind of like because Prowler's like a sneaky word, like almost it'll go in and do an analysis of your website for you, type of thing, and maybe good for like a website audit tool or something else. There's lots of benefits to those. So let's price them out. I would put them in my order, and this is no bearing on anybody else. I would put Prowler first, only because it's a real good single word.com that everyone knows what a Prowler is, I believe. Okay. And I think Prowler on the internet is really cool because it does things in the background just like the internet. I would put Prowler at, and this is going to surprise people, put Prowler at 10K to start right now and put a site on it. It's even better. Soon.org, probably around 4 to 5K. Digital IT, I think that one could be good too. I don't know what I'd do with it yet though, so I'd probably put it at about 4K. And then X Show, I have to find out what X Show would be, but there's lots of value in that one too. So all 4 of these domains have good value in them. I really think these are some of the better ones we've seen as just quick appraisals. But I really like Prowler. I think Prowler is a really good name. And there's so many different things you could do it. There was a piece of software I used to use in old days, and it was like something, and it had a Prowler as a mascot. So there's lots of things you can do just by having it do anything.
And Adam, you have so many tools. Can we open one tool of yours and check up that keyword?
Which one?
Prowler.
I'm trying to think what tool I would use to check it. Yeah, I wouldn't probably use one of my tools for that. I would use. Just trying to think whose tool I would use.
So what would you do? What would you do? Tool, 2 tools?
Well, the first thing I do is I put it in Google, and I'll show you what I'm doing.
Yes,
I'll share my screen.
Thank you.
I'll share. I love to share. I love to share. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen, and the first thing I'm going to do with any domain name is I go to the Google. I'll shrink it down a bit.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I'll go to the search. I'll type it in here, and I'll look at the search volume up here. This is a tool that's added. It's called, it's a big K. That's it there. It's called Keywords Everywhere. Mm-hmm. And basically what it does is it puts these little search volumes and CPCs and stuff under everything that you type. And then on the side here, it gives you other related keywords. So it would be a car, Plymouth Prowler, Chrysler Prowler. That's what it does. And it's all about cars, it looks like. So for them, it's about cars. For us, it's not about cars. It's about what else. What's the brand that this could be? So you look at, there's 22,000 searches per month with the word Prowler, and it tells me it's a great name to build some sort of site up. And then I'm going to look and see what it's targeting. I'm not going to target the car company, obviously. I'm not really going to target car companies. I don't care about the videos because I'm thinking about somebody to sell it. Again, this is all about car companies. That's the problem. So now I'm going to have to look at, there may be a gym called Prowler. There could be a few other things. And I'm going to really dig deep and see. There was a movie called The Prowler, too old. It's 81. This is all about cars. I don't know if you want to do something maybe in temporarily and put an affiliate site up to sell some sort of cars on a cars.com or whatever site it is. I don't know. I would tend to stay away from the same thing that it has to do with. Oh, here's Prowler Trailers. So you may want to try to get a hold of one of these guys. They're definitely going to be interested in something like this, Prowler Travel Trailer. It looks like this company is quite big, so I would try to sell it to them first. That looks like it would be my first target, is trying to sell it to the trailer place rather than the company car, because they already have a brand. But there's lots of things you could do. And then if I just wanted to look for more keywords, I'm trying to think of which tool I'd want to use. Well, that's not really it. I really want to check SpyFu. I don't know what other tool I would check. Probably not really this one. There's a guy I'm thinking of, but I can't remember his name. But it wouldn't be this site. It's, I know it now. Neil. Hell, that's the one. That's where I would look for more keyword analysis.
Neil Patel.
Uber Suggest is his tool. So I'd probably go here and I do a little research in here for it. That's the list of domains. We don't need that. We'll just type in Prowler and go see what else is in here. And then he'll give us some targets and things, and I'd look for some of that stuff. You can register for a free account to get more stuff, and he'll go through and tell you again. But it's not going to be much different than what we already saw. It's still going to be cars. So we'll let this load, and then we'll take a look at what else we can pull up. So again, look at search volume's gone up in October. So you can see it was nothing till October. Maybe they just released the Plymouth Prowler. I don't know. Again, it's all about cars and Spider-Man. Huge traffic. There's the 22,000, consistent with what we saw in Google, exactly the same number. And then you can look at how hard it is to rank. It's not hard at all. 38 is fairly easy to rank. It goes up to 100. And then you can look at this one, which is the paid difficulty, competition in paid search. There's no competition in paid search, really. It's a 1. And then basically from there, I would just go to what I would look at, and I'd start to approach the trailer company and see if I could sell it to them.
And then if I may add, there are two simple things. There are open corporates. Adam, you must know them. Open corporates. So you would put in the name, paste Prowler. You would do search for companies. Here you go. 278 company names containing the word Prowler. You can of course hide hide inactive, exclude inactive, exclude. Here you go. 123 companies, active companies that would contain the word Prowler. Here are jurisdictions, United Kingdom, and if you would go to United Kingdom, you would go to British Companies House, you would paste it in, you would put it in, and you would see former name this, and there is Prowler UK Limited.
I think you've got a lot of opportunity to sell this name. You're going to have to do the work and build a list, but I think it's worthwhile.
Prowler.io Limited.
Yeah.
And I would say, Adam, what do you say? Prowler.io.
Yeah,
if somebody is active on Prowler.io, yep.
Yeah, they definitely would be willing to spend 10 plus K for Prowler.com. It's all about just finding the right buyer at this point. And don't have it parked on a page somewhere and offer it for cheap where people can post a bid or anything. I would take it down off of a park page while you're trying to sell it.
Awesome. Fantastic. So let's go back to the questions. Is there, Adam, anything else?
No, I'm good. Prowler was my favorite.
It wasn't mine, but yes.
But we showed you how many companies would be interested in buying it, so now it's more your favorites. It's getting there.
Yep, absolutely. There was what do you think about gambling, going after gambling companies?
For what?
Targeting them with domain names.
It depends if it makes sense.
Offering them, do they buy good domain names?
Yes, and they have lots of money and they don't really have the value. I can tell you that I sold bet to win, bet the number 2 and then the word win.com years ago to a casino. I don't know what it is now, but I sold it back then.
Okay. Very good. Okay, let us see. Here you go. Mozona. Hello, Mr. Dicker. I just found this domain, flyingfoxyacht.com. Would you recommend that I register it?
I would have to Google it, but from first analysis, I would say no. I'm not sure what it means. I'm just trying to see. Flying Fox Yacht. Oh, it's something famous. There was a big Flying Fox luxury super yacht. Who owns yacht flying? I'd be careful with a trademark, but it was a charter at one point. So I'd probably say no. I'd probably say don't register it in case there is a trademark issue. And I'm not sure who you would sell it to. The market is way too low, way too small for you to be able to find somebody who wants it.
So you would have only one possible buyer, and then a guy with definitely lawyers behind him.
Yeah, if I was going to call my yacht Flying Fox, I'd register it. Other than that, I probably wouldn't. And since I don't have a yacht and I don't like boats, probably not.
Okay, thank you. Shadea, DeFi and Handshake, observations and thoughts.
So I do think it's viable because there's a use for it. There's a use case for it. With all the cryptos that are out there, the only ones that actually have any real value are the ones that you actually read the white paper, understand that there's a real place for them in their application inside of the world. So yeah, I think that DeFi and Handshake, I think they're good. I think that, like I said, I registered adam.dicker.crypto just to ease my wallet addresses. Would I invest $100,000 in win.crypto? Absolutely not. Not if I had $1 trillion. It's not worth it. They'll come down.
Okay. What? I just thought if a buyer is watching, but well, they definitely know what they've done. So what about this domain, Ethereum marketing?
Is it Ethereum.marketing? If it's Ethereum.marketing, I would certainly keep it. I wouldn't drop it, and I would build a huge portal with information and affiliates all over it. because I would have links to every Ethereum coin in their Ethereum network where people could buy it, and I'd have links for it, but I'd build it up. Even if it's Ethereum marketing or ethereummarketing.com, both of those I would keep.
And those who do not know, there are tons and tons of tokens, both known and unknowns. They are called ERC20 tokens that live on that ecosystem.
And the thing is, there used to be just one ecosystem, and now there's becoming more and more ecosystems. And you want to invest in the companies that are actually creating those networks and ecosystems. So you buy their coin, not so much all the coins on their network.
Yep. Okay. That's absolutely carsalis.com.
I have to look it up. I have no idea what it is.
Sounds like Cialis, but
yeah. If it's it's in a different language. There is a Carsalis. It means something. I can translate it. Let me see what it says. It says it's French, but it doesn't look. It's not French to me.
And I'm missing Canada, so.
Yeah, it says Carsalis. My French is excellent. Carsalis.
Sorry, had to ask it.
It says Carsalis Car Rental, and Meteor. It could just be a brand. There's a company named Carsalis in Morocco. I would try to sell it to them. That's about what I would do with that one. I would try to sell it to Morocco, unless you have some other meaning that you know of. Could be a typo for car sales.
But otherwise, it wouldn't be.
No, not something I'd buy.
Okay, very good. So once again, what was the tool called?
It's called Adams Expired Domain Search Tool. I just added the Adams in front of it, but it's called the Expired Domain Search Tool. You can email me if you want a copy, adam.dicker@gmail.com. It's $500 US per copy. And I've sold 3 so far. I'll sell 3 more, and that's it.
Okay, and how much do you see those domains going for? Those domain names that you put them, that the list you put out on the screen.
They could. Honestly, there's a lot of them.
Could you put it once again on the screen?
You're talking about the list for Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday drop.
Let me make sure I haven't deleted it. Okay, I haven't. I wouldn't delete it anyway because I haven't done anything with it. But application window. Okay, that's the list.
Bang.
So I don't know. I mean, they could go, if you're lucky enough, like last week, I got some for $10. So that was like, wow. So I thought that was good. Some of them like Data Pioneers. I think you could sell that one easily for a couple K right away. Same with Cremation Plot, Crypt Maker, Club Nude for sure is a $5,000 name.
Okay.
Clay Paintings, very good. City Blueprints, I mean, really good. Cali Tutors and CA Tutors, probably $2,500 a piece. Assisted Backup, that could be a 10K name, 5 to 10K with some work. Architect Assistant, it's a 3K name for sure. And then eMentions, that one, like I said, that could go for anything. If Facebook decides they want to pick it up or somebody else, it's a huge, huge name. Even Dating Catholics is a $2,000 name. I mean, you know exactly what you're looking for when you go there. And there's lots of possible uses for that site from people who want to start a dating site. Contract Converter. I don't know whether people need help taking a contract and turning it into PDF or editable PDF or anything like that. There's lots of cool stuff. I'll leave you with one other thought besides the list. Any site that you ever had on archive.org that you lost can be rebuilt for you exactly the same way as it was, using a couple other tools that maybe we'll get to another time. But there's lots of cool stuff that you can do if you've found a site that you used to have on archive.org that no longer have. It's just another tidbit. But I mean, these names are good names.
How legal is it?
What? To rebuild the site?
Yes.
If it was your site, it's 100% legal. If you're going to rebuild somebody else's
site.
No, I wouldn't do that. Not if it's not somebody else's. Even if you catch the domain name and then go look what it was and you see a cool site and want to rebuild it, probably not smart to go ahead and copy exactly what they did. I wouldn't do it that way. But I've done sites before. I've had like 8 copies, and I switched the site, let's say, I think it was highimpactsites.com at the time, which was my company. And I built it 4 or 5 different ways. And I decided I wanted to go back to one of the earlier ways, and I couldn't find it. So I just went to archive.org and rebuilt it from there. So there's lots of cool things and cool applications you can do, but I wouldn't suggest stealing other people's sites and copying them. No.
Okay, here's another question. What will be the value of the domain name business.crypto?
So that was a friend of mine, Mark, who sold business.com years and years ago. I would say business.crypto is good. There's no question about it. Based on win.com or win.crypto selling for 100, I would have to say this is a 500K plus name, but that's only putting it on the scale of win.crypto. But for me, things that are simpler like dentures.crypto or things that I'm going to actually buy like mugs.crypto or t-shirts or stuff that I'm actually going to be able to sell and just have them send an address, or I don't know, branding stuff like HostMaria.crypto. I can actually accept payments that way, and then I could even sell branded merchandise if I wanted to. Those have good value too, but I'd put this at $500,000 right now for now and see where it actually sells. But that's today. Tomorrow it could be like 6 months from now when technology changes, it could be worth almost nothing, or it could be worth even more. Who knows?
That's great. Okay, flying. Okay, that has been. Okay, and are you cold calling these people? It is asking.
Which people?
So once you find once you have a list of leads,
Yes.
how would you approach them for the newer watchers who haven't seen the previous shows? Thank you.
You mean to say I have like Miami plumbers?
Yes.
Are we back to that?
Yes.
So I basically call them up and I would say, first I'd send them an email and then I'd follow up with a phone call. So maybe my name may be familiar if they saw their email. Keep it short and say, hey, the guy who had Miami plumbers no longer has it. It's a really good business name. It matches your business exactly. It has 22,000 searches a month. And I think you'd be may have great benefits in owning the domain name and getting these people as leads since it matches you exactly. And that's all I'd say. And then I would do the same thing when I call them up and say, hey, I emailed you about Miami plumbers. I think it's a good name. There's 22,000 people a month looking for it. You're paying for ads now. Wouldn't you rather just have the leads that come in from this site rather than have to pay $1,500 or $800 or $300 a month for your leads? But I would definitely follow up with a phone call. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Yes, go on. Yes.
No, sometimes I don't. I want to come off as normal here. Like, I think you selling Latvian names with a Latvian accent is better than me calling them with an English accent or Canadian accent and trying to sell them Latvian names. I don't know how to say that without sounding weird or rude, but I just think that somehow I think it's better if you have somebody else that can help you. Like, I wouldn't try to sell somebody unless they called me about the name originally to get it, then I would be able to respond. But having a phone call with somebody who may or may not speak the same language is different. It's harder to do with people.
Absolutely. The language barrier sometimes is quite huge.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've had it with people that I've sold. A guy sold a Renault domain to. He spoke a language that I didn't really speak well, and it was very hard to go back and forth. I could have used a translator.
So how was it?
It was very hard. I ended up talking to his wife through Facebook, and she was communicating to him and showing him examples. That's sometimes how it goes. So if you're trying to sell certain CCTLDs, it's better to be able to use them, use people or know people in that area who can help with translation if needed. Local is always best. Let's put it that way.
Okay. And is the email?
No. Adam. No. Well, you know what it is, right?
Yes.
Adam.
So on the screen you can see Adam Dicker. Adam.dicker. At gmail.com.
Yeah, no more dots. Don't confuse them.
Yes.
Adam.dicker@gmail.com, or you can use Adam@hb, as in Hanna-Barbera.ca. Adam@hb.ca. Both those will work.
Very good. God bless you. Okay.
God bless you and everybody else.
What about this one?
Interesting. I like when they
Decent
tell us what it means because they know. So the problem is if you have to tell us, maybe a lot of people don't know.
Okay, so digital yuan, so they are not still available, are they? The Chinese cryptocurrency.
He's got a German CCTLD there on there as well. So it's interesting.
Yes, of course, yes.
I'm Googling. Yeah, it says it's still available. China's national digital currency. It's interesting. I'm just not sure I like it with the .de. If it was a com, I think I'd be happier with it, but still good.
Bank. Well, the banks slowly do offer their clients to open the cryptocurrency wallets one by one, but those banks will not change the names for their websites. I think.
No. So here's a funny story for you. Back when I first got into domain names, maybe a year or two in, I registered every country with bank and every country with bank of. So I had Bank of Iceland, Iceland Bank, and I did it with every country, and I had hundreds of them. And then finally, I just, after about 10 years of owning them, I said, forget it, and got rid of them. But I had like, I don't know, Bank of Yugoslavia or whatever it was at the time, Bank of Cyprus. And now they have Bank of Cyprus. And then I had Cyprus Bank, and I had like 200 combinations of different bank names. And I never made any money with them. So that was the end of that.
So there were no leads, no inquiries, nothing.
No, I would. First of all, I was too early, and second of all, it was before trademarks, or I would have been in big trouble anyway, because a lot of them have their banks now.
Of course.
So lucky for me, I could drop them.
Even if there was Bank of Ireland, and there is Bank of Ireland, and then they would come. Look, dear Adam, we have a trademark since century that and that. Not here, that.
I'll give you an interesting trademark story before we cut off. I owned SpongeBobSquarePants.com for a long time. And what I decided to do was I applied to the Nickelodeon affiliate program, and they approved me. So once they approved me, Nickelodeon had a tough time of coming after the trademark because their own affiliate program approved it and said I was okay to resell products on that domain name. Eventually, I just sold it and got rid of it. But it was interesting to see that internal struggle.
But did they try to?
No. I ended up selling it. I don't know what happened to it. By now, they probably own it because it was about 15 years ago for sure.
Okay, very good. And God bless Adam, of course, every watcher. Thank you so much.
I hope you guys really enjoyed today's show as much as I did doing it.
Wow. Yes. So what platform? It is called StreamYard. And also you can listen, Adam, on the podcasts. Okay. Okay, Adam. So what will be the next time? Should we organize brunch of domainers?
I think for the next topic, we may need to let the people speak and tell us what they want to see or what they want to hear about, because I have hundreds of topics we could do. I'm not sure what we want to do, but brunch, sure, happy to. It's hard for me. It'll be hard for me since I'll be the one talking to eat, but sure. Everyone else can eat.
Yes, and please submit your domain portfolios. We are absolutely happy. There are no donations to be made, nothing. That is totally free. And there is one condition. Just write Adam a message and say, thank you, Adam.
Well, that's your condition. I'm happy just doing the show, and I appreciate being able to help other people and learn the tools and teach them stuff to make them better.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. And then see you next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. And please, big to Adam Dicker at adamdicker.com. Is the site launched?
No, I did. You know, it's there's so much going on. Like, even if I just put up all the shows we did, it's like there's so many things I want to do that it's hard for me to put it all on the site. I'm going to have to put a course there or something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will come up with something.
That is our inner joke. That's absolutely
every week.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, everybody.